लाबा गिरिवरदारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरदारी यशोदानंदना व्रज जनरंजना यशोदानंदना व्रज जनरंजना यामुनतीरा वनचारी यामुनतीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंजा विहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदना व्रज जनरंजना यामुनतीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंजा विहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदना व्रज जनरंजना यामुनतीरा वनचारी राधा माधव कुंजा विहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. जय राधा माधव, जय राधा माधव, जय राधा माधव, जय राधा माधव. जय प्रभुपदा, जय प्रभुपदा, जय प्रभुपदा, जय प्रभुपदा. निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि वो. देवों विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राज काचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद डिवाइन गेसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिवपाद की जाए. देवों विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राज काचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद डिवाइन गेट भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जाए. आनंद कोटि वैष्णवंद की जाए. नमाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की जाए. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जाए. श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जाए. ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की जाए. नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जाए. गंगामय यमुनामाई की जाए. श्री क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जाए. भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जाए. समवेत भक्त वृंद की जाए. हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जाए. हिताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories. Shri Guru and Gauranga. Gopad की जाए. विष्णु पदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जय पदाय स्वामी निद्राम नमाचार पदाय नताय गौर कथा दामदाय नगर ग्राम नमावम विष्णु पदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निद्राम नमस्ते सारस्वत देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिण निर्विशेष शून्यवाद पाश्चात्य देश. Gopad की जाए. Thank you all for joining today's morning class, Bhagavatam class, which is established by Sri Prabhupada following the Parampara system. So I am the junior most here, but thank you all for giving me the opportunity. Please, I'll seek all of your blessings. I'll seek the blessings of Sri Prabhupada, my beloved spiritual masters, Jai Padakshana Guru Maharaj, and His great Janani Vas Prabhu and other senior Vaishnavas of Vidura Mayapur. We'll begin from Canto 3, Status Quo. 10 subject matters are there in Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is one of the subject matters, Sarga Visarga. Title Status Quo, and Chapter 7, title Further Inquiries by Vidura, verse number 41 and 42. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet. Nasta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama sloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki. Hari Om Tat Sat. 3741 to 41 first. Sarve vedascha yajnascha tapo dhanani Be done. This can be done only by performing activities in devotion service to the Lord. Such knowledge is incomparable. That is the important point. Pay attention to this line. Many significant points are there. Based on Sri Prabhupada's teachings, we will refer to Chaitanya Charitamrita, we will refer to Srimad Bhagavatam and other books. Such knowledge is incomparable. Cultivation of the knowledge in the Vedas, performance of sacrifice, and distribution of munificent charities altogether cannot form even a part of the immunity from the pangs of material existence that is gained from devotion service. That is the line we have to make. Because otherwise in Bhagavad Gita we see chapter 17, Lord Krishna is saying, no one should give up tapa, jnana, yajna. Anybody knows this verse? We should read Srila Prabhupada's books scrutinizingly, which is the context of this also. Yajna dana tapa kriya na tyajyam, yajna dana tapa pavanani manishina. So everybody, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaisudra, Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, everybody should perform yajna, dana, tapa. These three has to be done. But here, this means even much more. That is as per Sanatana Dharma, Vedic Dharma, but it has even at the highest level this has been spoken. That's why even partially it is not equal. That means there is a significant understanding we need to learn from Srila Prabhupada purports. The charity of Maitreya not only will help Vidura, but due to its universal nature will deliver all others in all times. Thus, Maitreya is immortal. I will read the next verse also. Quickly I will read. You can just listen. Sri Sukavacha Sayittam Aprashta Purana Kalpa Guru Pradhanena Muni Pradhana Pravruddha Harsho Bhagavat Katayam Sanchoditastam Prahasan Ivaha. Translation by Sri Prabhupada. Sri Sukadeva Goswami said, thus the chief of the sages, who was always enthusiastic about describing topics regarding the personality of Godhead, began to narrate the descriptive explanation of the Puranas. Being so infused by Vidura, he was very much enlivened by speaking on the transcendental activities of the Lord. Purport by Prabhupada. Great learned sages like Maitreya Muni are always very enthusiastic about describing the transcendental activities of the Lord. Maitreya Muni, being thus invited by Vidura to speak, appeared to be smiling. Why is he smiling? That also we have to understand. Because he actually felt transcendental bliss. So thus ends the chapter. We will draw the mercy from our previous acharyas and then we will try to learn, see the lessons from Srila Prabhupada's teachings. Om Ajnanatamirandasya Gnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yana Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Mukam Karoti Vachalam Panghum Langayate Girim Yatkrupatamaham Vande Sri Gurum Denatarina Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Iswaram Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Krupa Sindhubhayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं. श्री रूप गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय. Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. So the context is, context, Vidura, where is coming from? Vidura meeting Maitreya in this canto specifically. So in the canto 2 at the ending, or in the canto 3 beginning, it has been mentioned about when Vidura is given guidance to Dhritarashtra that you should give up your son Duryodhana, who's creating the havoc, so otherwise the whole family will be destroyed. So he tried his best to persuade his elder brother Dhritarashtra, but no avail. So nothing has happened. At that point, and Duryodhana became so angry and upset. And he said, who is this son of a kept mistress? So just leave him just with a breath. And then what did Vidura do? Vidura just left his bow and arrow and left the place. He could have gone directly to Lord Krishna's place, Pandava's place, but rather he didn't. So understanding from Vidura many lessons, many of the devotees may be joining new also, first time also on our Mayapur TV. So we should understand the lessons from Vidura. The context here is how Vidura has reacted to the situation. He accepted the difficult situation, turned negative into positive situation, and he tolerated the situation. So he didn't react immediately. It is mentioned in the purport. He accepted the will of the problem, just like Parikshit Maharaj also accepted. These personalities are great devotees who could actually stop the curse, stop the situation, react to the situation. But they are showing the path, how a Vaishnava should conduct himself or herself. So this is the very important teaching of tolerating the situation, any situation of negative to converting into the seeing as a positive situation, seeing as the will of the Lord. So as Lord Brahma is teaching the same point, Tattenu Kampam verse, then only one can be liberated from this material bondage. Tattenu Kampam Susamikshamano Bunjana Yevatma Kratam Vipagam Hritvaga Vapavir Vedadhan Namaste Jiva Pade Mukti Pade Sadayava. So only one who is patiently tolerant. That is the context we are coming from. So that is Vidura's background. He could have gone, but he is thinking, I am with the sinful association. I am not qualified to directly go to the Pandavas or associate. Let me take to the holy place of pilgrimage. So what is the essence of the holy place of pilgrimage is being taught in this particular chapter. Whenever we go to the holy place, the most important significant thing is taking the association of devotees and hearing from them and serving that holy dham, serving those devotees. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself taught in Chaitanya Charitamrita elaborately how to conduct this particular thing, a Vaishnava behavior. Now that is the context. Now this chapter, chapter 7, let us understand the 10 subject matters of the Srimad Bhagavatam quickly. This is in Canto 2. Anybody knows where it is? 10 subject matters. 2.10.1. Yeah. Anybody knows the verse? Atra Sri Sukovacha Atra Sargascha Visargascha Sthanam Poshanam Votaya Manmantra Ishanukata Nirodha Muktir Ashraya. 10 subject matters. I heard recently from another Gaudiya Vaishnava that Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, or before even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time, they used to give the title of Bhattacharya, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, another Bhattacharyas. One who knows the 10 subject matters. 10 subject matters. Vyakarana, grammar, so many. Law, Nyaya, many. 10 subject detail. For them, Sarvabhauma title is given. So it's good to understand these things. That means it's not easy. So one should know in and out of all the essence. Anyway, here 10 subject matters. So from Sarga, Visarga, from Canto 1 all the way to Canto 3, Canto 4, even Canto 5, somewhere in the middle. That is Sarga, Visarga, creation, secondary creation. And then Sthanam is coming, planetary systems or structure of the universe, Canto 5 is written. So that is Canto 5 is teaching the next subject, third subject matter, Sarga, Visarga, Sthanam. And then Poshanam, which is Canto 6, how Ajamila is protected, how Chitraketu Maharaj is protected. So that is Poshanam, Canto 6. And then Utaya means proclivity, the desire to enjoy. Subha, Asubha, Cheti. So Vishwanath Chakra or Sedar Swami explains this Utaya. So that is in Canto 7. So that's why we see that auspicious, inauspicious, both are there in Canto 7. 15 chapters divided very nicely. Prahlad Charita is beautiful. So then the Canto 8 is Manvantara. So as I explained. Then Ishanukata, which is next 9 chapter, which is Lord Ramachandra Charita and others. Then we have 10th, which is actually the last one. Ashraya is 10th chapter. We are Ashtrita. We are taking the shelter of the Lord. He is Ashtraya. So in that way we have to understand Ashtraya Tattva and Ashrit Tattva. Both has to be understood. Then the last two one. First one is the liberation, Uddhav Gita, Canto 11. Many important Nava Yogendras and Nimi's discussion, Uddhav Gita. These are prominent. And then the 12th canto is Nirodha, annihilation, going back home, back to God. These are the 10 subject matter. It is good to understand, put in the right perspective when we read. Very systematic. Srimad Bhagavatam very systematic, Bhagavad Gita also very, and Prabhupada's perfect systematic presence in his classes, in his books. He doesn't go here and there, to the point. So this particular chapter, after understanding the subject matters, this is in Sarga Visarga, creation. So that's why Vidura and Maitreya conversation, you see again and again, repeatedly asking the questions about creation, about the three modes of material nature, how the living entity is connected with three modes, how the Supreme Lord is connected, what is the reactions. So all those discussions will be in great, because Sarga Visarga, that's what we have to understand. So in this particular chapter, 5 sections are there. First, Vidura is asking the questions, 1 to 7 is the first Vidura is asking questions, which is specifically Supreme Lord, Jiva, connection with three modes of material nature. That is the first section, 1 to 7. Then the 8 to 15, Maitreya Muni is answering. Now it came, I think. Yeah, if you are not able to hear, please tell me, I'll speak loud. My voice is generally good enough without mic. So, 15 to 23, Vidura is acknowledging and glorifying the Maitreya. And then 24 to all the way till last 39, Vidura is asking much more elaborate questions about the whole Lord Brahma, how did he create these 14 planetary systems? Or the living, and what are the 4 types of living species of life? What are the annihilation? So many great detail about the whole creation. All the material universe, what happens? End to end is asking. Almost that's why these many verses are there. From all the way from 23 to 39, these many questions. And the last section, 40 to 42, is basically the summarization, or in essence you can say that the pastimes of Hari gives immunity from the material condition. These are the 5 sections. Now let us understand the verse. Now we are getting into the actual real verse. Here 41 verse. So where Vidura and Maitreya also we have to understand. Maitreya Muni is saying about Vidura. He is saying in the 3rd canto, 5th chapter is saying, you are the associate of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, O Vidura. There Prabhupada is writing. Vidura is actually Yamaraj, appeared as because of the curse of Mandavi Muni. And he is telling, so some of these are the demigods, significant posts empowered by the Lord, or some of them are also the associates of Supreme Lord from the spiritual world. But here Maitreya Muni explained, you are the eternal associate of Supreme Lord. So the Vidura is not ordinary. So, but still this is the point Sanatana Goswami is teaching also in Chaitanya Charitamrita in 20 to 24. 5 chapters. In Chaitanya Charitamrita also there is significant teachings. One of them is Sanatana section. There are 5 teachings significant, out of them Sanatana section is significant. 5 chapters. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught for 2 months, significant. We'll touch upon 26 because we just had Sanatana Goswami Tirobhav on Sunday. And we'll touch upon Prabodhananda Saraswati also day before, I think. Monday was his disappearance, because it's connected to the point. So, Vidura was a great personality, and Sanatana Goswami is also a great person, eternal associate, both. But they are asking the questions, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, this is the position of a sadhu to inquire. We may know it is humble position. And if you look at Sanatana Goswami's teaching, beginning how is he submitted? After Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught him everything, how he submitted. He said, Nicha Sangi, Nicha Jati, Nicha Sevi. I am the lowest. In the beginning, he submitted. If you look at the end, 25th chapter, after he told everything, generally we behave differently. But here Sanatana Goswami is teaching. No, after learning everything from Prabhupada and our Guru and everything, we generally act a little bit differently. We think we know and so it automatically comes up. But here Sanatana Goswami is teaching, at the end again he is submitting. Nicha Jati, Nicha, again he is telling, I am the fallen. Please bestow your causeless mercy so that I can understand, I can remember, I can act as per your instructions, he is telling. So it is significant. Vidura is also like that. Vidura is asking these questions, he knows, but this is the sadhu's position. We must inquire from a spiritual master, enlightened person. And Maitreya Muni is saying in the chapter 5, or later on, that actually Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, for you only, while leaving the planet, has left instructions with me. So you are not ordinary. Maitreya Muni is saying this point. That means you can understand the importance of a personality of Vidura. But still his questions are significant. So that is the particular point. And both where they met, Vidura when he left, then he went to, he was traveling, he came to Pravasa Kshetra, then he met Uddhava first. He was asking, he was trying to make him spiritual master, surrendering, asking instruction. But Uddhava, this is another etiquette, Vaishnava etiquette. Uddhava thought, I am junior, he is elder, I should not be giving instruction. Even though Uddhava is highly qualified. Uddhava said, no, Maitreya Muni is there, please approach him. This happened in the bank of Yamuna. He has come to Yamuna after Prabhasa Kshetra, this is conversation. Then he further travelled to Haridwar, bank of Ganga, that's where Vidura met Maitreya Muni. So that's where this is happening, this particular instance is happening. So now this verse is talking about immunity. So the first, anxieties of material existence, people in general immunity. So the see, Prabhupada is mentioning 2 points here. The highest perfection work of charity is to give people in general immunity from the anxieties of material existence. So how to, now one has to ask questions. So how to come to this point? How to remove these anxieties of material existence? As Prahlad Maharaj says, Sada Samadhukinadiyam Asadgrahat. Because Asadgrahas, we are accepting the temporary as permanent, and so naturally anxiety. So same thing Bhagavad Krishna is teaching again and again. Ya sansparsaja bhoga dukkha yona evate adi anta kaunteya. So same thing there also. Anyone who is contemplating on the material objects, what is going to happen? Anxiety, suffering, frustration, lamentation, illusion, bewilderment, all these things. So now the question is how to address this point. So how to remove the immunity. This point exactly, if you go back to Prabhupada in the beginning of Canto 1.3.29 or 39, 1.3.29 I think. Sota Goswami and Saunaka and other rishis, this conversation is going on. There the exact same point is mentioned. You are glorious, Sota Goswami, you are glorious. Your teachings are no comparison to ordinary thing. It will allow people, whoever is listening, cross this material bondage, birth, death, old age, disease. Same point as this verse is telling. So what is the difference? So now we have to understand how to come to this, remove this immunity. And also we have to understand the context of Vidura and Maitreya's association. Even though Vidura is an enlightened person. So what is the significant point? Is the association. What kind of association we should take? That we should understand first. Chaitanya Charitamrita, chapter 2, Madhya Leela, verse number 131 or 139. Srimad Bhagavata Ardha, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching to Sanatana Goswami. Srimad Bhagavata Ardhanam Asayo Rasiko Saha Sajatiya Snigde Sadhu Sangha Satovrate. Very, very important instruction. If one wants to understand Srimad Bhagavatam Ardhanam, meaning essence, Srimad Bhagavat Ardhanam, Asayo Rasikosa, to develop the taste, become Rasika. Asayo Rasikosa, then he has to associate with whom? Sajatiya Snigde. Snigde means very advanced in devotion service. Laser focused, day in, day out is practicing the chanting, hearing, has developed so much significant taste. Exactly what Acharya is saying, no going here and there. Just Arana Koriho Mane Asha. Just like Sri Guru Charana Padma, we just sang. Essence we have to imbibe. Whatever we are singing, that essence we have to practice it. The same thing here also. Sajatiya Srigde. Sajatiya means same. Same level as, like advanced devotees. Sajatiya Srigde. So we should associate with who are affectionate. Sajatiya Srigde. Sadhu Sangha Sato Vrate. We should associate with those devotees who are advanced in devotion service. From them we should understand. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very here, Gadadhar Pandit every day used to hear Bhagavad Katha. So that is the point. Vidura is hearing from Maitreya Muni. Sonakand other hearing from Sota Goswami. From beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, ending of Srimad Bhagavatam, what do we see? Same thing we see. Narada Muni taking the association. Sota Goswami, Sonakand other Rishis. Sukadeva Goswami, Parikshit Maharaj. What is he telling? Anybody who is not taking initiation, this question should rise. People think that without initiation I can go back home, I can perfect, I can advance, I don't need, I can directly surrender to Krishna. But that is not the point. Previous verse also, my Guru Maharaj's class also is mentioning the same thing. But that is the point. From Narada Muni you take it. Didn't they take initiation? Did Lord Krishna take initiation? Yes. Did Lord Ramchandra take? Yes. Did Sri Prabhupada take? Yes. So where is the question of not taking initiation? Why we should not surrender? The other Prabhupada is emphasizing. So that is Vidura want to submit to Maitreya Muni. He is qualified. They are expert person. But still one has to submit to the authority. This is the same point nectar of instruction. If you look at nectar of devotion, anybody wants to practice devotion, sir, he has to have a next book along with it. What is? Upadesha Amrita. In that 8th verse is the key. Every book has a Paribhas Sutra. One should know. Whoever is reading Srimad Bhagavatam, the Bhagavad Prabhupada book, they should know the Paribhasa Sutra of each of these books. Upadesha Amrita 8th verse is Paribhasa Sutra. There clearly it is mentioned. Tannama Ropa Charitadi Suketananu Anusmrityo Tishtan Brajeta Danuragi Jananu Gami Kalam Nayediti Upadesha Saram. You know? Janani Anugami. Again and again, twice it is mentioned. That means you have to follow the footsteps of the previous acharyas, advanced devotee. Then only the subject matter can be understood. Essence can be understood. You may ask the question, how to develop the faith, even to follow the process. Here, devotion, service, devotion, again and again repeated. Faith, only if you stick to the acharya, sampradaya acharya, you read Prabhupada books and spiritual master, then only you can follow. You can develop faith. Otherwise, it is not possible. Where is the verse? Can anybody tell the verse? Which verse I am referring to? Siddhanta boliya nachitte kara alas. Yaha hoite lage sudruda manas. If one wants to have a sudruda manas, picture of faith, what has to have? Siddhanta boliya nachitte kara alas. Essential truths of Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Isopana, these 4 fundamental books from whom? From Sampradaya Acharya, who can speak Shabda Brahma as it is, direct connection with the Supreme Lord. Revelations are there. He can speak. Our spiritual master can speak. So even though same subject we know, but repeatedly we have to hear every day. Not a single day we should miss reading Prabhupada books. Not a single day we should miss hear Prabhupada lectures. Our spiritual masters, they all hear every day from Sri Prabhupada. Why? So as disciple we should also hear 10 minutes, half an hour, whatever. That thing has to be. Otherwise, there is no way we can understand the essence. This point is also same thing. Otherwise, you read the purport here, you mean, yeah, I know devotion service. I am done with it. No, but there is significant effect. The another point also, Vidura Maiterays conversation. What is the ultimate essence of all the scriptures? One verse. Chaitanya Charitamrita, same thing. 22 chapter, verse number 113. What is that verse? When we come to the essence, 2 things we have to know. What is that? 2 things. One thing to remember, one thing not forget. What is that? But that verse we should know. Smartavyas satado Vishnu, Vesmartavyas najatuyud, Sarva vidya nishadayor, etaviyo kinkara. All other instructions are subservient to this particular instruction. There, Prabhupada, anybody read, anybody remembers? We should know the verse. We should know the translation. More important, we should know the purport. What did Prabhupada mention in the purport? There Prabhupada is making. If one has to always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna, can only be done by these persons. Who is that person? They must follow, neophyte devotees should chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Otherwise, they will not be able to follow this instruction. First point. Then further point. Anybody who is not neophyte, not just beginner, For them, always chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. 16 note is not enough. Always. Their Prabhupada is making significant. That means how much we have to be really try our best. Then Prabhupada is making 2 more points. Vidura Maiterays conversation. One is the significant association, advanced devotee association and hearing. The another thing is also giving more important. This is the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is also mentioning in the 18th chapter. What did Krishna say in the 18th chapter? Kaschan me priyakratama. What did he say? Who is the dearmost? Who gives the knowledge to Lord Krishna? There I will draw the conclusion. Lord Krishna's teaching equal to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teaching equal to Srila Prabhupada's teachings. I will come to that point. Lord Krishna, what did he say? Who is the dearmost? One who has given about message about me, Lord Krishna, my teachings to somebody else, he is the dearmost. What did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said? Let's come to the Srimad Bhagavatam also. Same verse is there. In 10:29-35, Vastraharan Leela. At the end of Vastraharan Leela of Lord Krishna, is speaking one beautiful verse. Etavad janma safalyam dehinam iha deshu pranair ardhair deya vacha sreya acharanam tada. Now I am giving the verse. Now you tell me the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's verse. Correct. What did he say? What we are supposed to do? Human beings, those who are born in the especially Bharatavarsha, even all over the world also, we should do Paropkar. What is that Paropkar? Connected to this verse. Why is he mentioning Yajnadana Tapa, regular one, is inferior, partial. When it comes to the devotion service, is supremely important and it is full. It can give the immunity, one can cross over, one can remove the anxiety, suffering and cross over the birth, death, old age, disease. Why is it so? Because Paropkar means one who is preaching the message of Lord Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, Srila Prabhupada, as it is to others. That means in the verse I mentioned, Smartavya, there Prabhupada is writing purport. Don't think that going and distributing my books, don't think that enlisting life members, all these activities are spiritual master's instruction. This will allow you to remember Krishna. This is also in same line. Always remembering Krishna means also these activities also in line with it. Provided we are following under the guidance of spiritual master and Sampradaya Acharya. Their instruction. If Guru says do this activity, more importantly, then that's what we have to follow. Then we can remember. Because Acharya, minute we miss Acharya's instruction and we do something else, it won't work. Arana Kori Ho Mane Asme, no independent plans. We have to follow the plan of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru. So that is the essence here also. It's a Lord Krishna's teaching, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Prabhupada's teaching. We can draw the conclusion? Yes. Now let us come to the another way to remove the anxiety is to hear Srimad Bhagavatam, which I mentioned the verse one in the advanced devote. So in Bhagavad Gita we see the verse Lord Krishna himself is mentioning. So beginning of bhakti itself is mentioned here again and again repeatedly. So first verse 7:1 Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Maya sakta manapartha yogam minjan madam asamsaya samagram maham yata gnasa tachrunu. You should hear. In Srimad Bhagavatam n number of verses. Satam prasangat mama virya samvido bhavant hrit karna rasa. One should hear. And then what will happen? Apavarga vartamani. Remove this same thing. Remove the birth, death, old age, disease. Pavarga means parishrama, working hard day and night, night time sleeping, foam will come, and then fear, death. All these are papa, baba, ma. Prabhupada explains in great detail. This is pavarga. Now it is saying apavarga. If one hears, how he should hear? You have to tell me the verse now. Srimad Bhagavatam, I will give you the verse number also. 12, 13, 18. You tell me the verse. 12, 13, 11 I think. Last chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, last canto, famous verse. How one should read, hear any book, any Prabhupada books, any Acharya's books. What is the beginning? Yes, you got it. Yeah, Srimad Bhagavatam Puranam Amalam. So, Vaishnavaram Priyam. So, then the last line it says, Tat Srunvan, how one should hear? You have to practice this every day. Tat Srunvan Supatan Vicharana Paro. What will happen? Bhaktya Vimuchya Nara. That means one should hear with rapt attention. And then what he has to do after hearing? He has to meditate, he has to contemplate, he has to recollect. what he is supposed to do, what he has to change in his actions, day-to-day behavior. So, how significant contribution, what he can do for Guru, Sampradaya, Acharya. So, all these things he has to contemplate and see. In his capacity, what he can do, what he can improve, what he can take up more. So, these things has to be done. Thus, Runduvan Supatan. That means no parrot in beginning, okay, anybody, but those who are reading, scrutinizingly means, especially Prabhupada's purport, scrutinizingly we have to read. Then any verse you look at, you will be able to know, connect easily. Bhagavad Gita, every book you will connect easily. If you read Prabhupada books every day, if you hear from Prabhupada for 10, 15, 20 years, you will know in and out what Prabhupada is teaching. You will know the secret of it. If you don't read it, it becomes very difficult. You will be always in confused, anxiety, material contemplation will always happen. Because we are out of touch of Prabhupada, Sampradaya Acharya. That means immediately material nature will grab us. Prakshepatmaka Shakti and Avaranatmaka Shakti. One is covering with ignorance, another one is giving the allurements. So that's what will happen. So we have to catch, that's what Vidura is also telling, glorifying that. Without catching your lotus feet, oh Maitreya, this is not possible. Coming to devotion service or removing these anxieties. That is the association is very important. So that is the verse we are talking. So in this way, the hearing. And then another important instruction, how to remove the immunity is, let us watch the time, 8:46. The holy name, which is very significant. That is in the first list. What is our Sampradaya? Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya Sampradaya. In that also, what is our Sampradaya main essence? There are two Viddhis. What is that? Bhagavata Viddhi and we should know, Panchratrik Viddhi. What is the difference? Bhagavata Viddhi. We are mainly Bhagavata. We do Panchratrik also, but that is not the essence. Bhagavata Viddhi means Sravanam and Kirtanam, chanting and hearing, and Srimad Bhagavatam hearing, Bhagavad Gita hearing, regularly, repeatedly. Prabhupada has very systematic, from Mangalarati, all these also nothing should be taken as lightly. चलेगा कुछ भी करेंगे हम जाएंगे गोलोक धाम बिना कुछ करके कुछ किधर भी नहीं जाएंगे इधर ही बैठेंगे बस सो वो हमको जानना पड़ेगा so English sorry yeah we have to do as Prabhupada is teaching we should exactly do then we can go back without doing anything without changing anything it becomes very difficult so anyway the holy name so Prabhupada stressed Krishna's teaching. Go back to Krishna. I will draw the same conclusion. Krishna's teaching equal to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaching, Prabhupada teachings. This is how we have to draw conclusions. Krishna has said, Satatam kirtayanto mamam. Yes? 9th chapter, yes? Always chant the holy name. We didn't say one day, once in a while. No, not 16. It's more than. So, we have the facility. You can chant the bathroom, but don't take the beats. But you can chant anywhere. Hanuman was chanting anywhere. So, because he was always remembering Lord Ram. That is, now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you have to tell me the verse. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exactly said the same thing. Which verse is that? This will be very difficult. Huh? That is there, but there is another verse. He is giving even situation also. Morning, evening, night, like that. Chaitanya Bhagavat verse. I am giving the book also. की शयने की भोजने की जागरणे अहर्निश चिंता बोलो कृष्ण वदन वॉट एवर कृष्ण बिफोर दैट इज टेलिंग दिस इन मध्यलीला आई थिंक बिफोर दैट इज टेलिंग अमी प्रेम सभाकार ताबे कृष्ण व्यतिरिक्त ना गायबो इफ यू आर अफेक्शनेट टू मी यू बेटर फॉलो एज आई से Don't do anything else. What is that? Then he is quoting this verse. Ki sayane, while sleeping. Ki bhojane, while eating. Most of the time, this is the difficult. Maybe while sleeping, we will chant, or we will maybe chant Prabhupada Pranam, Mantra, Guru Pranam. But when eating, generally we try to enjoy ourselves. Most of the time. But actually, that time also we are supposed to. How did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu do? Hari Hari. They are always doing the Hari Dwani. Always. How did Prabhupada take prasad? Prabhupada taken silent, generally alone, but he is always meditating on the lips of the Supreme Lord. How he tasted. He is always meditating on the Supreme Lord. He is not trying to enjoy himself. He is always remembering the Lord. So this is the mood we have to. So that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is ki sayane, ki bhojane, aharnisha chinta. Krishna bolo. So always chant Lord Krishna's name, nothing else. Don't do anything else. So this is the same, yes. Lord Krishna's teaching Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Prabhupada said the same thing repeatedly. This is there in Sanatana teachings also same thing. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again and again, repeatedly. There also is telling. So 24/7 chant the holy names of the Lord. And Prabhupada always emphasized, which we mentioned. Prabhupada quoted in the purport. So not 16 rounds is for neophyte. But for advanced devotee, always 24/7. And Prabhupada was doing that. Prabhupada was not doing just 16 rounds. He's always chanting. Whenever he is not doing any other, he is always beats. What is the difficulty? Prabhupada used to say. To Srutakirti. He's teaching Srutakirti. We are learning a lot of lessons from Srutakirti. His grace. So that means we should chant. We should have facility. So we should have beads at home, at office, at car. So always, or some other means, or on the counter, whatever ways, different flexibilities are there. So in this way, the chanting of the holy name is important. The hearing, especially Srimad Bhagavatam, that also is mentioning. 24 hours, yes, in a day, 8 into 3 praranas. Prabhupada has emphasized this process. Exactly we have to follow. Prabhupada Mangalarati to Mangalarati, then you have the Tulasi Arati, then we chant the whole Sikshashtakam. Exactly we should follow. Even if you are not there at the temple, at home also, before we come the beads, what we should do? Take quick darshan, chant Samsara Dava, chant Sikshashtakam, and submit to Tulsi Marani. Then 10 offenses to be avoided, then chant the holy name. Because first Sankalpa is important. We don't take Sankalpa. Otherwise, why is Asti Vachan? Why is Mangalacharan? Why did we chant Mangalacharan? Why did we Kirtan? To bring the heart and mind to the center on the Krishna. Then whatever we are hearing, it goes into the heart. Pravishna Karnarandena, Swanam Bhava Saroram, Dunod Samalam Krishna, Selilum Yatasarat. It has to go Pravishta Karnarandena. From here, it has to go Swanam Bhava Saroram. In order to get sprout of the fire, it has to touch to the heart. That means before you have to have Kirtan, you have to have Mangalacharya, you have to depend on the mercy of the Acharya. Then only. It is to bring auspiciousness. Sankalpa, that is why is also very important. So that is what is called, what do you call, in Japa, affirmations they call. Same thing. This Prabhupada already given everything. You don't need to come up with any. Prabhupada has given everything. So based on that only we are drawing the conclusions and teachings and give lessons, values, various things. But Prabhupada has given everything. If somebody says Prabhupada didn't give, I have to go somewhere. No, Prabhupada has given. Only if they haven't read Prabhupada's book, then only this conclusion can come. If you read Prabhupada's everything, what Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati is saying, all acharyas, everything he has given. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur said in Bhajan Rahasya, I think, or the other book, that 8 into 3 paraharanas, 8 into 3, 24 hours is divided into 3 paraharanas. Because the Ashtakali Leela of Lord is going on, Lord Krishna, Radha Madhav. Those, if you look at, only in the night time, 9 to 3 is empty. Rest of the time you look at morning to waking up, to Mangala Arati. Then always we are either chanting the holy name, Mangala Arati is there. Then after that either we are cooking, we are book distributing, we are doing some other service. Afternoon, evening, all the way it goes till 9. Bhagavatam class, Bhagavad Gita class. Throughout the day this, except the last 3 to 9, morning, 9 to 3 only. So those 2 praharanas, 3 hours is 1 praharana. There are 8 praharanas like that. Accordingly, Srila Prabhupada has given how to transform the conditioned soul, impious lives of the misdirected civilization. He established the process. So that's why we should, wherever we are, we should try to, Mayapur TV or whatever, wherever you are, always take this opportunity to associate. Even Japa also same thing. If we do alone, it doesn't inspire. Attentive chanting, always we should either at the temple or in some Japa Sangha, like that. Hearing all same thing. We should be in the association. Without association, it becomes difficult. So no one is teaching. You look at the Paribhas Sutra verse, which Nectar of Instruction clearly is telling. Purport. Anybody has read the purport? Significant purport. Tannama Rupa Charita. There it is mentioning from Sravana Dasha, Varana Dasha, Sampatti Dasha, Samadhi Dasha. How one can go? Sravana is just not hearing. Initially it is just hearing only. Varana means is deeply hearing, is contemplating. Meditation, reflection, 5 things has to happen. After hearing, reading the one verse only. Don't read so many verses and I finished Bhagavatam. Not like that. That is parrot. We should read and hear like Prabhupada, contemplate on the verse. What does Prabhupada mean? So how do I apply? What should I do? So in that way we should read, so that then it will remove automatically anxiety. We will know exactly surrender means. Otherwise we will not know what is surrender, what we should accept, what we should reject on day-to-day basis, what we should buy, what is the need, what is the want in material life. We will not know. We will accept anything, we will invest anywhere, we will do anything. So then it will jeopardize our chanting, and at the extent of our chanting, hearing, reading, these will go on the side. Priority will be something else, priority will not be Krishna. But if you put essence of Prabhupada's teachings, essence of the exactly, why did otherwise Sunday feast, Tulasi Arati, Prabhupada Arati is there, Guru Puja is there, this is why. Without taking shelter of Prabhupada, Guru, Sampradaya, Acharya and Tulsi Maharani, it's very difficult to attain, remove the anxiety. We can't develop a taste for the holy name. Krishna will not even accept without Tulsi Maharani. So that's why this is whatever Prabhupada taught, everything we have to follow as it is, as much as possible. We may begin in the beginning stage, just chant the holy name first, one round. We may read one verse, Bhagavad Gita. Kids also we should try in the same thing. So in this way then we can gradually increase and increase and increase more and more. That's why he's telling Lord Krishna, Etavat janma safalyam dehinam. Human life is meant to serve others. Sreya acharan. He didn't say prayer. Sreya means give ultimate benefit. Because today you can give charity in this life. Next life, first of all, he has to use properly. He may not use properly. Then what will happen? You will also get the reaction, the person who is giving. That is material charity. You are not saving him from the birth, death, old age disease. So if he uses, maybe he will get material education. Charity, austerity, all these are at the material level. Dharma, yes. But beyond this, there should be something. Next life, who is going to help? Are you there? Previous life, who has helped? So these things we have to consider. We are not denying that we should not give. Shastra is telling we should give, but at the same time we give Bhagavad Gita book. We should also give the essence so that you will use properly. You will know the value of the money we are giving. You will know the value of the education we are giving. You will know the value of the food we are giving, grains. In chapter 4, Krishna didn't say that. He said that. Transcendental knowledge chapter, what did he say? People are sacrificing their dravya, their hearing, their various things. At the end he concluded. What did he conclude with? Transcendental knowledge. Out of all these sacrifices, one who is sacrificing is everything for taking to the transcendental, that is the best. Because that is where the essence lies. Why, otherwise, why did Narada Muni take from Bhakti Vedantis during 4 months of Chaturvesya? Now I forgot. Prabodhananda Saraswati. Then we'll stop. We'll take the maybe one question. Prabodhananda Saraswati, we missed. He's a great Acharya, great devotee in our line. He said, beautiful verse. Kala kali balina vairi indriya vairi varga Sri Bhakti marga yaha kantaka koti rudha aha kvajami vikalam ya. And then further he is saying Chaitanya Chandra ya krupa aham. He is telling that in this, to follow the Bhakti marga, practitioner devotees, Sri Bhakti marga, path of bhakti, is filled with thorns. It is easy for those who are simple. Those who are complicated their life, it's very difficult, of course. So for those who are complicated, what is in Sri Bhakti Marga in this world, in Kali Yuga, Kantaka Koti Rudha. Kantaka means thorns, full of thorns. That means so many. Nishiddhachar, Jiva Himsa, Kutinati, so many. All these anarthas, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is mentioning, Sri Prabhupada is mentioning, all those mentions. That's why the verse is there. Anartha Upasam Sakshat, Bhakti Yoga Madhoksha, Lokasa Janata Vidve Chakra 177. So, anyway, Prabodhana Sarji, Kala Kalina, Indriya Vairi Varga, Sri Bhakti Marga, Kanta Koti Rudha, Aha Kvayami Vikalam. I am now, so much thorns are there, I don't know what to do. Only shelter is Chaitanya Chandra. If you don't shower your mercy, where will I go? Where is my path? No one else is going to help me here. So that is the first thing we have to do before chanting, before do anything in life, even material thing. Take shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Pray to him and Sri Prabhupada, who has given Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to us, and our Guru. And then we do anything in material life also. Then that will lead to success. Because they will teach us whether it's really needed or how to use it, everything they will teach. Otherwise we will not know how to do it. With that, there are so many things we have to learn from this significance. But let us take one question or reflection, comments, corrections. Hare Krishna. Go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. In regards to chanting 24/7, when Srila Prabhupada said that we should chant 24/7, the disciple asked Prabhupada, Prabhupada, how is it possible to chant 24/7? How can you chant when you are sleeping in the night? So Prabhupada gave one answer. Do you remember?
I don't know, multiple instances or which instance? One instance I know, as a disciple or somebody put I think their ear or some, to the Prabhupada body. They are hearing even when Prabhupada is not actually chanting, even while sleeping also, they can hear chanting going on and by Sri Prabhupada. That is eternal good. But there may be another instance which I don't remember now. Go ahead.
Prabhupada's response was, you can make rasgulla for Krishna in your dreams when you're sleeping.
Yes.
So Prabhupada actually equated all the devotional service with chanting.
Yes.
So when you're actually doing devotional service 24/7, you're also doing in your sleep. And this is also equal to chanting the Mahamantra. This was Prabhupada's explanation.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, that we can understand, right? What we are remembering in the dreams, we are getting material thoughts. Why? That's what we are doing. If you do Krishna's activity, book distribution, preaching, reading, hearing, guru service, then what we will remember? We will only remember Krishna. If you do something else, that's what we will remember. So it depends what activities, with what consciousness, attention. That's why scrutinizingly means attention in cooking, attention in dressing, attention in making garlands. If the attention is for prajalpa, attention with something else, cell phone, all these things, put on the side. When we are on the, while class is going on, put on the side. While chanting, put on the side. No TV, no, yes, if Guru is calling, a senior devotee calling, yes, we have to pick up. We may have to ask, Krishna forgive me, I have to take. But otherwise, we should concentrate on attentive, so that attention will be there in the dream also. Okay, that's okay, Chaitra Mahavishnu. Ki sayane, ki jagarane, aharnisya. Thank you, Prabhu. Go ahead, one Mataji. Yes, I think other Mataji you had a question? Okay, thank you. Go ahead. You both decide, whoever wants to. I can decide.
I have a question, Prabhu.
Yes.
Thank you for this very hard-hitting class.
Yes.
It was very enlightening.
Thank you.
I have heard young people say, even though they are born in our movement, they say it's very scary to take initiation because I'm not sure I can keep my vows. So instead of taking and then breaking my vows, better not to take initiation.
Okay.
So what are your comments on this?
So do they want to chant? If without initiation, are they chanting? So we have a process generally, what is that Sanskrit term, I forget. There's 6 months to 1 year, I'm forgetting Sanskrit term. Minimum period is there before taking initiation. That is testing period, whether we are able to follow, we are able to chant 16 rounds. There is no other option. Prabhupada has made it clear. Mandaka Upanishad, Tasmat Gurum Prapadyas Jignaso Sreyot. He has quoted many verses, mandate, it is not option. If you want to stay here, then you can do whatever you like. Our independent plan is there, that's why it is scary. Material life is not scary. If Krishna is telling all 6 chapters, last 6 chapters telling the same thing, it is the more scariest. We have given enough lifetimes, all lifetimes given to material life only. At least this lifetime, Bhakti Charu Maharaj says, Prabhupada said to him, give this lifetime to Krishna and Guru. Anything you are going to lose? Krishna is your supreme father who is there previous life, future life. And why we have to worry about today? He is maintaining everybody before we were born. So then we should take shelter of him. Not taking shelter of so many of these worldly people. Then it will be scary for sure. Because others has fallen down doesn't mean that everybody, as anybody in the Srimad Bhagavatam we see fallen down. If at all they have fallen down, they have continued. So they didn't immediately fall down. They didn't immediately stop. They have continued. Most of them continued. There is short-term fall, long-term fall down. Prabhupada talks about Bhagavad Gita. So he gives himself example. It's not fall down. Humbly is submitting. We both are born in Vaishnava family. After long-term fall down verse, Bhagavad Gita says. And then in the purport, Prabhupada is saying, we both are born in Vaishnava family. Prabhupada is eternal associate as we understand. But that just humbly is Prabhupada is putting. So there is no loss. Which Krishna is telling. No loss, no diminution in this process. So where is the question? Yes, what is lacking? That question arisen, association is missing. Those youth If they are not in the strong association, then it will be scary. If they are in the association of those like followers like Dhruva, Prahlad, fixed up every day, rain or shine, freezing rain, electricity is not there, doesn't matter. Chanting means chanting from 3 to 6. I have to finish my 16 on minimum by 6 o'clock, not after. After means everybody wakes up, they will disturb you. This one, that one you have to do. By 6 o'clock we should finish. When Prabhupada was there, this is how it used to be. Now so much flexibility, so many options. We complicate our life. Chanting is on the second priority. First priority is something else. Then what can we expect? Scariness only we can expect. If we stick to Prabhupada process, everything will be easy. Yeah.
Regarding immunity,
Yes.
in the verses about the prasadam and bhoga offering,
Yes.
Srila Prabhupada mentions prasadam gives you immunity from Maya.
Yes, exactly. Thank you very much. That is the best thing. That is the topmost thing. Prasadam is way to go back to Godhead. What is the verse? You have to tell me the verse. Bhagavad Gita, where is the verse? And Prasad.
926.
Prasadam sarvadukkanam hanir asyopajayati. So that is the verse which is connected to Prasad. Means mercy, prasadam is also mercy. Anything coming from the Lord also mercy. So that's how we have to connect and understand. Anyway, our time is up. We should stop here. Time is also Krishna. Thank you very much. Chandra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Vaishnava ki jai. Let us chant. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyo patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Vaishnava ki jai. Thank you very much.